Wagwan Brethrens, it's me, JaackMaate. It's been a long time since I said that. I think I'm going to bring it back in a big way. Probably put it on a t-shirt or some shit. Obviously not. I wouldn't stoop that low for merch. But I have got Mebob stickers, so... Anyway, I'm here to tell you about a brand new podcast that I'm doing. You've heard that before, haven't you? How many times have I said that on the channel? But this time, it's actually good because we've got a proper studio, a proper podcast studio. That's all I ever wanted. Well, that and a mum that's not an alcoholic. A lot of you do say to me on the regs, can I say on the regs? Is that... I probably shouldn't. A lot of you do ask me, Jack, where's your podcast gone? Where the fuck is it? We want it, we want it. Well, it's back, it's different, it's bigger than ever before. I've got my mate Stevie joining me every week, who you may remember from a video I did about 4 years ago now, called Hip to Be a Hipster. And Steve! It doesn't matter. The guy that does matter is this guy. I'm Alex. You may recognise him because he's a YouTuber. He does what I do. He's as pathetic as me. Every single week, myself, Stevie, and I'm Alex are going to be sitting together in a proper podcast studio and slagging off YouTubers. Of course we fucking are. We're going to be dissecting YouTubers and everything that comes with it. So if you're sort of in your 20s now and you can't be asked to see what YouTuber's been up to, don't worry about it. I'll let Alex watch it and then together we'll talk about it on the podcast. I guess it's like a weekly YouTube news show just without Keemstar and with proper humans. So every week, probably on a Wednesday, I'm going to be uploading the highlight, the main bit of the podcast to this channel in an easy to manage chunk. As you can see by the title of this video, today we're going to be talking about Tana Mongeau'S. However, if you want to listen to the whole hour, because it's JaackMate's Happy Hour, you can go to iTunes and type in JaackMate's Happy Hour and it'll come up. I've got a brand new second channel dedicated entirely to JaackMate's Happy Hour that's going to have bonus clips, highlights, yada yada yada. If you want to get to that, all you got to do is click the link down below. Why not subscribe? You can always unsubscribe later on. And of course, it goes without saying that just because I'm doing a podcast now doesn't mean that I'm stopping these videos. If anything, I'm going to do more because CPM's going up, baby. Fuck it. Here's the first episode, if you will. It's about that mongoose girl. Enjoy. Hello everyone and welcome to JaackMate's Happy Hour, a brand new podcast all about YouTubers and the shit things that they do, and there's a lot of them. This is the happiest podcast in all of podcast land, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts who are hopefully going to be here most weeks. I'm Alex.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. I hopefully will turn up.
You're a permanent fixture. And Stevie.
I'll be around as much as possible.
But sometimes you got to do your job.
Yeah, I do have things to do which take me away from London.
And as we said in the preview show last week, your job is...
very important.
Which is...
very important and
okay.
unnecessary.
So you're still not going to say?
No, never.
Okay, well, we know what you do, Alex. You're a YouTuber.
Does that mean anything?
Not much.
Not really.
Just secretive. What even does that mean?
Being a YouTuber is the main reason that I'm clinically depressed.
Welcome to Happy Hour!
So last week we spoke about Saffron Barker and her nightmare train journey. We spoke about TikTok and the nonsense that populate that. So if you do want to go over to iTunes, I should say, and check that out, just go over and whack in JaackMate's Happy Hour and it'll pop up. But anyway, different week, different things.
Yep.
Is what I always say. Alex, what's been happening on the old YouTube this week?
Oh, I suppose we could start off with the biggest one, which would be Tana Mongeau'. I still don't even know how you pronounce that.
I thought it was Tana Mongeau'.
Well, there's no T in it, so you've put that in there.
Silent T.
That sounds more romantic to me.
Montague. That's because
that's
Romeo and Juliet, isn't it?
Very good segue because she sexualised the 15-year-old this week. So.
What?
Yeah. Happy Halloween. So I'll explain what happened. Probably should put a bit of context on that.
Yeah.
Really.
What has she done to a 15-year-old?
No, not romantic. Hopefully. So basically, it was Halloween, and she dressed as this other YouTuber called Jojo Siwa, who's like a 15-year-old YouTuber, does like vlogging and stuff.
That just seems like you've made that name up.
No, it does, doesn't it?
My
Tana
nieces love her.
Mongeau'.
Mongoose.
Montague.
That's Mongoose.
That's not mongoose. I wish it was. Tana Mongeau'S and who? Jojo Siwa.
Siwa, yes.
Wow, wow, wee, wow.
Yeah, my nieces love her. She does songs and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you do.
I know who she is. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Right, explain to me who this wow, wow, wee, wow is.
I really don't know as well. So actually,
Well, I don't really know much about her, but she has like hairbands and stuff, doesn't she? Because every time they're like,
And
"Oh,
that's
you
a
got a
defining
JoJo
quality.
band." No, because they call my nieces call it whenever they have one. They're always like, "Oh, you got a JoJo band." Like,
Yeah.
come on, this is real merch.
How
Jack.
to belittle a woman down to... she has hairbands. All right, cool.
Yeah,
sold.
So-
she's like a really successful vlogger, isn't she? I'm
Is she?
pretty Sure. Yeah.
Okay, right. And
Because
she's a wee...
there was a big thing going around about the fact that she speaks so fast you actually can't tell what she's saying. I used to be videos and she'd just be like moving like 100 miles per hour, and you're just like, what's going on?
Is that like the Logan Paul effect? Like, well, what's going on?
Yeah,
Come on,
no,
Maverick.
generally, but like, imagine like a really hyper teenager. It was
Right.
ridiculous, and it wasn't English, and that's how I first saw her, because people were just like, what even is YouTube anymore?
Yeah.
What is this 15-year-old doing? Then Tana, who just happens to be friends with her,
And Tana's an adult woman.
yeah, an adult woman, posted a picture of her dressed like JoJo Siwa with the caption "Ho Ho Siwa."
No.
Yes.
What was the outfit like though?
What are you trying to get up on it? Come on, tell me more. Tell me more.
No, but you said she sexualized it. Is it-
Basically, she's
just
wearing
hairbands?
yeah, she's just wearing hairbands and
Naked.
clothes. Yeah, no, but ironically, pretty much, she was literally wearing basically nothing. Just like, it was such a weird photo, and Shane Dawson retweeted it.
It's a really weird choice. Of
It's a weird thing to
do.
retweet. He sounds
mean,
like a
he doesn't-
sociopath to me.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, I was just like, please, just don't do an 8-part documentary on why you did it, because
Yeah. There's views in that though.
they
There's views in
they
that.
go on too long.
So was she? No, that's gonna be a weird question. I was gonna say, did she look attractive?
No, because,
but-
because she can look attractive.
But let me play devil's advocate here, right?
Did Tana look attractive?
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah. I understand the problems with dressing up as a sexy 15-year-old, but she's not actually a 15-year-old.
Well, that would be
right?
a great twist.
Yeah.
This whole time, Tana's been 15.
And people dress up for their other halves as sexy schoolgirls. No one's going around going.
She
"Oh."
said that as well, and
Did
this
she?
is what she said in
Okay.
her. She was like, "Oh, number one, she was like, JoJo told me to do it," and I was like,
That's
"She's
not-
she's 15."
Yeah, that doesn't justify it. Yeah.
And she was like, "Also, people dress as sexy schoolgirls all the time and stuff," but then she goes, "But I wasn't trying to sexualize her." But then she like goes, "But you can, but I could have dressed as a sexy schoolgirl," and it's like, well, you did. Then she titled it "Ho Ho Siwa," so she did try to sexualize her. What she should have just gone is, it was funny.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
And that, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's done.
Don't go, oh, she told me to do it. Like a paedophile can fuck a kid and go, well, they kind of wanted it. It's not all right then.
Tana
do you know what I
Mongeau is a
mean?
paedophile.
Yeah.
It's a great comparison.
Well, it's true. Doesn't justify it just
No,
because...
it was weird because it was so funny, because when the tweet came in, there were people replying going, number one, Shane Dawson will like do an apology for her. He did. Number two, she'll blame somebody else that's not her. She did.
Wow.
It's just like Tana has like this notes page app quite clearly where she just has to fill in what she did that week. And she doesn't, and it doesn't make any sense. So when you read it, it's like, oh well, it's just a contradiction.
So
It
she's
was
just got like
terrible.
this sorry template
Yeah.
like email that she just fills the blanks in.
Yeah, so she just dressed as a 15-year-old and got her tits out.
So did she get backlash?
Yeah, I mean, it originally got like 24,000 likes on Twitter,
Right.
1,000 retweets, but then just like as soon as Shane Dawson retweeted it, most people were angry at Shane, rightfully so.
sure.
For example, I did a video on it and I was like, number one, like you don't really retweet much, so out of all things, why retweet this anyway?
It's a weird thing to read.
I think the
It
reason
is.
why they're probably more annoyed at Shane rather than her is because you kind of expect it from her. So it's like if somebody, for example, tweeted, "Oh, get the Muslims out," and you saw that was like get them out of the country, not just get them out.
Just get 'em out.
Like,
Bring
Gavin,
'em out.
Why would you possibly think that's
got all
what I
these
was
Muslims in a
thinking?
box. I'll get the Muslims out.
If you
No,
then
right.
saw
Liven
that
up
was
the
Trump.
place.
So if you saw that Tommy Robinson put "get the Muslims out," no one would really give a fuck. But then if you saw like Professor Brian Cox retweeted that, people would have a problem with that.
Yeah,
Do you know
no,
what I mean?
They've got-
I get that. That's a
Brian.
good analogy.
Yeah.
It is.
But no, backlash is a word that I use a lot at the moment because that's all YouTubers seem to get for everything that they do. I got a lot of backlash last night
What
on
have you done?
Instagram.
Oh no, not this!
I genuinely have no idea what
I
you're
watched
talking
it
about.
before we started this, and he was like, "I don't understand, like people calling me heathen."
I had two separate people call me a heathen. I had somebody this is after what I've done, which I'll get to in a minute, but I had somebody screen record themselves unsubscribing from my channel. I had somebody put JaackMaate as over party, which I've had plenty of times.
This is worse than the Tana thing.
Is well, this is worse than
What have you done?
sexualizing a kid.
Yeah, it is.
I have always done this, so this is natural to me. I fuck kids.
Jingle.
No, I dip my toast in my tea.
No.
He does.
That's weird.
He does. But not only did he do it, which I can almost understand, it's the fact that he had the necessity to share it.
And it was burnt toast.
But
Yeah, not only
is
was
that
it
part of it?
toast,
Why was it?
it was black.
Do you like burnt toast?
It's more. It won't bend in the tea.
Oh,
the-
so
yeah.
you burn your toast
Yeah.
purely for the idea that you're gonna dip it into tea.
And it has to have butter on it. And then the best thing about it is when you drink the tea
When
at the
there's
end,
jam
and it's a
on it.
buttery tea.
That's
It's
disgusting.
quality.
Normally,